Hey everyone, Chris from Outlier here. We've been getting a lot of great questions the past couple of weeks on just the positive EV tool in Outlier Pro, just from everything from like how to use it to people talking about the best strategies to use, when to place your bets, what filters to use, what DVIG books to use. So I thought it'd be helpful if I just shot a quick video every morning, really rough video, as you can see. Just spending 5 or 10 minutes putting down my picks for the day. I've been testing a couple of strategies the past 2 weeks, tracking it on Picket. So I thought, we can do this together, hopefully spur some good conversation. Maybe people have a lot better strategies than I do. I know there's some pretty sharp EV bettors in the server, and hopefully this will answer a lot of questions for people. So first, let me pull over Picket here so you can see where we're at. Again, I've been running this for 2 weeks, split it out into EV as well as player props. Let me just make this full screen so maybe you can see it a little bit better. So you can see I started this around January 29th. It's now February 15th and have a pretty solid ROI. You can see, as you would expect, these are all like the derivative and EV moneyline bets. You can see, in real time, what's hitting, what's not. You can see the records almost 50, 50, which is great. But we're obviously up because we're betting on positive EV picks. On player props, up a little bit less. Took a big hit right when I started here. You could see this dip right in the middle. That might have been a bet play scenario that we just got killed on, but slowly working our way back up here. So let me kill this, or at least remove it for now, and we'll go back to it a little bit later. So what I want to do here, so obviously we're going to refresh this page in a second to make sure everything's up to date. But what I've got is a nice little helper guide here for bankroll size. So I'm using, a small test budget bankroll of $500. Obviously, you could see that the returns on this made about $70, $80 total in 2 weeks, which is a pretty solid return. Obviously, some people's bankrolls are larger. But here's just a quick reference for the bet sizes. And these are obviously rounded to full dollars because you don't want to be placing like $2.74 bets because that'll get picked up on by the books. So here are the most common recommended Kelly percentages that I see when I set my filters, anywhere between 0.25% to 2.5%. And this is just a quick guide, so I'm not doing the mental math. So what we're going to do here is refresh, and we're going to refresh a couple times throughout this so that we make sure we have our most up-to-date information. Make sure you got your filters set. I'm New Jersey. I got all 4 of the main books. And then what we're going to do, we're going to start out, I go through this twice, or sometimes more than that, but we're going to start out with games and game line. So I'm going to leave Pinnacle as the default. DVIG method is Shin. It's been pretty conservative, which, there's less volume, but obviously, as you can see, I'm getting pretty high ROI. For game lines, I set my filters to quarter Kelly. EV, just anything greater than 3%. If I wanted more volume, I could choose more. I don't touch Kelly percent because I'm going to sort by that. Same with VIG. Bet types. So here's when I say the quarter Kelly. I'm looking at game lines and team props. And I don't really touch leagues. I've had some success across all of them. So we've got quite a few bets down here now. So this is pretty prime time, 10 a.m. here. So I try to do these kind of in tranches. So I can't bet on Rutgers because I'm in New Jersey. That sucks. But I'm going to do them by book instead of adding everything together. And I could just use the filters here, but I like seeing it all at once. So I'm going to do everything that has a reasonable Kelly percent. I'm not going to bet, these long shots that might say like, I'm going to bet less than $1 on it. So we can go down to here. We've got this and this and this. And I mean, let's just do this one because it's at the bottom so we get some volume. So this is 8 picks. And let's make sure they all transfer. Scarlet Knights isn't going to come through either. Again, silly Jersey laws, can't bet on college sports in the state. So we got 7 bets. Of course, FanDuel is going to make me log in. I should have logged in ahead of time. I'll do that next time. Again, speed is the name of the game here. It is pretty early in the day. The lines aren't moving that fast. But if you did this again around 3 o'clock on a weekend, closer to game times, lines could be moving fast. All right, waiting for the location to verify. Now, generally, the books move these over in the order that I added them, so it does make it easy to go down here. So here we go. I got Memphis, then UNH. Let's just make sure that kind of tracks. It does track. So this is easy to go down the line and do these calculations. So Memphis at 1.1%. So like, look, I'm looking here at 1%. So, we could round that up if we wanted to. So we'll do, go back to here. So we'll say 6%. This other one was also 1.1. No, it wasn't. It was closer to 1. So we do 5. Then Pittsburgh Penguins. See, this line moved. Let's just double check it. It was 112. Now it's minus 126. So I'm going to take that off. It's probably no longer positive EV. You go to UC Santa Barbara, 0.87. So I'm just going to make that 4. We had 2 UC Santa Barbara lines. So here we go, 0.67. So I'm just going to do a quick thing here. Call it $4. Again, Georgia State. So here's this 0.5. That's $3. And then the last one was pretty low. So we'll just do $1. 3 and then $1. Accept and place bets. So here we go. Put down $23 to potentially get 54. Done. So here we go. Now we're going to go back and clear all. And now we'll just go do BetMGM. Again, filtered by the highest Kelly percentages. It's only a handful. These might have moved. If I'm finding that a lot of these move, I'll just refresh in between. So I'm kind of ripping through this because I've got to hop to a call in 20 minutes, but you could always just refresh between each book and spend a little bit more time on all of this if you wanted to. So, of course. So I hope this is helpful. Again, we'll do this for the foreseeable future. Maybe we'll let other people do it as well. I know there's some, again, pretty sharp folks in here. So this was probably stuck here from last night. So we'll go back and we will look at the Anaheim Ducks, 3.52. So here we can look. So let's see, 3 would be about $15. We could actually just change this. $3 would be $15. Sorry, 3.5, 18, puck line 2.5. So let's go back here. 2.5. That's 13 again. Nashville Predators. Let's make sure I'm looking at the right bet as well. Here we go. Nashville. And then the last one we looked at was first half money line on the Grizzlies game, 3. So we'll call that $2. This is actually feels like a lot of risk on this one, but we'll follow what the app's saying and see what happens. All right, so now I'm going to go back out again. I should have cleared all those out, but we'll do it by hand. And then we will look at Caesars. There's only two of which. Add to bet slip. Log in. And then we'll go back and look at this. So this would be I'll put 4 on both of these, assuming the line hasn't moved from -110 and -105. If it hasn't, always important to double check, especially as you're spending more time in between all of these. Okay, and then we'll just do this lonesome DraftKings one just because we want to log into DraftKings because we are going to do player props next. If I'm moving too fast on this, let me know. Obviously, we'll fix that for tomorrow. This has been annoying. DraftKings asks you to double verify recently, at least on web. He asked me to verify and then asked me to log in again. And this said 0.5, so I'll put $2 on this if it ever lets me log in. $1. Sorry. $1. All right. So we went through this all. We'll count how many bets we place. I'll follow up actually after this video. So now we're going to do a full refresh because we're going to change all the filters and it's been, 5 to 10 minutes. So when we do player props, me personally, past 15 days, I've had the most success using FanDuel as the DVIG book. It does cut back on a lot of volume because a lot of props are on FanDuel. Again, Shin being super conservative here. So there's a lot of variance with player props, especially this time during the NBA season. People could be sitting for whatever reason. So we do a little bit less risk on add 1/8 Kelly instead of a quarter Kelly. Again, still going to look at 3% EV. Don't care about Kelly, don't care about VIG percent. And bet types, we're going to look at player props. So you can see, there should be a ton more player props, but because we excluded FanDuel, we're not getting them. But we're looking for our ROI. So let's hit everything with DraftKings first. And this is nice. You can see DraftKings and MGM have the same lines. Presumably, they're a bit softer. So we're just going to take all of these, add to bet slip. And then one more time, we're just going to verify that these are lining up in the right order. So we got Isaiah and then Brandon Montour. Brandon Montour had an odds change from plus 125 to minus 110. So we're going to kill that. So let's do this. So we'll round this up to 1%. We'll make this, actually Brandon's gone. So this will be 5 and then Bardaz. We'll just call that 3. Tatum, 0.52. We'll give that 3 as well. DeAndre Ayton, again, 3. Anything close to 0.5, we're calling 3. As you can see, under 2.5. Jason Robertson, call that 3. And then this last Trocheck shots on goal, we'll call 1. 3 and then 1. 18 bets for 38. All right, so clear all this stuff out. And then we'll do this one Curry assist, which was on MGM, which should hopefully still log us in. And it seems like the EV on this is pretty high. Again, let's just make sure odds is all minus 113. Wait, was that Caesar? Oh, it was Caesar's. I said MGM. And it's 1.15, so we'll call that $6. Place bet. And that is all. You can see these are all placed. I will go re-pull up. I'm not going to wait for Pickett to re-add all those. I'll just send a screenshot and go look at them again tomorrow. So That's it. I'll drop this in the Discord. If you have questions, comments, ideas, let me know. We'll be doing this for a while until you guys say you don't want to see me anymore. Good luck today. Catch you all later.